Hey guys, you're watching Caveman. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build a Theme Park, episode 73. So, I asked you guys last episode, after building this Caveman minigame, I asked you guys what, what materials we should use for the floor, for the walls, and just the overall appearance of the minigame itself. This minigame in which we kill cows to get beef, to get leather, to power things, to give us the ingredients for flint and steel to then light the fire. The first thing people said was that I forgot these comparators, so I should put those in. And the other thing people said was that I've only put one iron and one gravel in these dispensers. This should now work, yeah? Yes, excellent. And you're right, I did only put one flint or one gravel in each dispenser and one iron in each dispenser. I've now capped them out, so now this game is playable more than once, apart from the coal blocks. Maybe we'll add like a chest with a bunch of coal blocks so you can like automatically replenish the game if you want to play again afterwards. That's the only thing that we're sort of missing. So, I've done my homework as well. My homework was to find a pixel art or something like that that we could put on the end down the bottom of this this mini game to make just give it a little bit of character, give it a little bit of a feel. So what is the best color for skin? I'm looking for a skin texture. Sand is probably the best one, but sand falls, that's the only trouble. I'm gonna have to go with sand. Well, we could do sand and then we could put string below the sand. Where's string? There's string. Yeah, and then that would keep the sand up. I think we'll try that for now. Skin is the only sort of skin texture here on this texture pack. I know orange and yellow clay on the normal texture pack might look a little bit better, but I don't know. It's a bit too orange or yellow for skin in this texture pack. So we've got yellow, we've got brown. I'm going to grab some white for the eyes. Oh, and black for the eyes as well, obviously. And I think that's all the colours that we'll need. So that's everything that we need for the pixel art here. Let's build this. So the feet are too wide. Two sand blocks wide, one block in the middle, and then, well, wait a minute. If it is that, then we might as well put the gap, whoops, we might as well put the gap in the middle of the two fires, and then it's at least a little bit more central. I must say, I am not the original creator of this pixel art. I found this pixel art on Google, and I was just like, yeah, it's perfect. It's going to work really, really well for what we want. So it's the typical sort of Flintstone, Fred Flintstone style drape, coat, whatever you want to call it, that they wear in these times. You know, the orange and the brown. Very, very Flintstonesy, isn't it? Flintstones with the Flintstones. What was it? Yabba dabba do time. Yabba do. It's something like that, isn't it? Every day, all time. So I'll put the string down there to make the sand float for the moment, unless I want to integrate it into a wall. I don't think we do. I think we want it to float. So while I'm doing this, this is a little pearl necklace or something that he's wearing. I don't know if it's he or she. I'll let you guys decide. I think it looks more like a she. Okay? But I don't want to sound sexist or anything like that. So I'm just going to say it's an it. Okay? The it is being built. This is going to be the head here. It'd be nice if we could have different skin tones to try and get a little bit of definition between like where the arm ends and where the head starts and the neck and stuff like that, but we can't really do that too easily. Very funky looking head here. This is first eye, and then sand in the middle, and then the second eye here, like this. Skin goes up and over the top like this, and then the hair is like a really, really wacky hair. No, not there. There, thank you. Really wacky hair. I don't think in the times of the cavemen did they care about brushing their hair. I don't think that was on the top of their priority list. So the hair is very, very wacky. But I really like it. It's a really cool effect. So that goes like this and like that. And then we come, oops, down here. Oh, come on. Stop being silly. And then like that. And then that's our little caveman. That looks so cool, doesn't it? I like the look of that. A little cave it. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. The necklace makes me think it's a woman. I think that's what it does. I wonder, could we put like something in his hand? Its hand. Like a bone or something like that? I'm trying to build a bone. Does that look like a bone? I like having something that sticks out. What if we make the ends more bone-like? Like that? I don't like it touching the floor. Let's move it up one. does that... Do you guys think that looks like a bone? I think that looks like a bone. I like how the pixel art is now more 3D. It's like a really cool, interesting touch, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there's our little pixel art. The other thing, you guys said for the ground, you said use soul sand, use dirt, and use brown wool, along with ferns, long grass, and shrubs. Now I can remember I can't never remember which one it is. Is this the dead bush? No. One of the dead bushes can go on sand. The other one goes on dirt. Why they don't both go on the same one, I will never know. Is this the one then? Yeah, this is the one. And also, no need to panic. I don't want any grass on here, so we're only going to have dirt. But all three of these, tall grass and ferns, all grow on dirt as well. Or all can be placed on dirt. They don't grow, but they can all be placed on dirt. And you said mix it all in. And I'm so glad that I have subscribers that have such an amazing mind. I know that sounds like a little bit patronizing, but some channels, some subscribers, I watch a lot of YouTube and I read a lot of comments because I find them hilarious sometimes, and some of the things that people say are very, very weird. Very, very strange comments, and yet I don't really get that many really weird comments. The comments that I get are always very, very helpful. They have great ideas on what could be built on certain worlds. They have great ideas for rides for this theme park world. I get tweets of pictures about, you know, you should build this ride. This ride would look great. And that really does mean a lot to me, knowing that you guys are so passionate about some of the stuff that we do here on this channel. You know, it's just really cool to know that you have great ideas. I'm struggling to get my words out here because I know what I want to say. It's just really difficult to put it into actual words. But you guys know what I mean. You have great ideas. The block choices that you guys always come up with are always great, which allows me to leave the ideas up to you guys without worrying that you're going to choose something terrible. Like, if you said you should use snow as the floor, or iron blocks, or diamond blocks, I obviously wouldn't use them. It would be a terrible idea. They wouldn't look good. Diamond, gold, and iron blocks never really look good on a build, and yet a lot of people do seem to use them for whatever reason. But you guys always choose great building blocks for buildings, for floors, for roofs, for building ideas, for ride ideas. Really, really cool. And if you guys have any ideas that you want for rides, or especially in this Jurassic Park area, okay, in this Caveman area, if you have an idea of a mini game, stick it down in the comment section below. The comment section allows you to write a comment as big as you want. You can write a huge long comment if you want to. It's not like Twitter where it restricts you to a certain amount of letters. If you've got an idea that you need to explain in depth, then just tell me in the comment section. It'll be great to hear. And what a great idea with the grass and stuff. I know they'll probably be broken when it's played, but at least it's easy to replace if that does happen. That's really, really cool. I really, really like that. Absolutely fantastic ideas. So, a couple of other ideas that you guys said was the outer wall here. We obviously need to hide up the redstone in some way. And obviously the snow blocks that we've used don't really go with the whole caveman theme. So you said use logs for certain bits and use cobblestone for other bits. Now the cobblestone in this texture pack looks a little bit funky. This is the stone and this is the cobblestone. Now cobblestone in this texture pack looks like cut stone to me. It looks like it's been cut and then placed together to look like a wall. And in caveman times, I mean, I'm not an expert on cavemen, but in cavemen times, I'm pretty sure that they didn't have the technology to cut stone. You can't cut stone with bone tools, can you? Or flint tools. You're going to have a pretty powerful blade, sharp blade, to be able to cut through a stone. But luckily enough, the smooth stone in this texture pack has a really nice cobblestone, natural stone look. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That goes so well with the browns on the ground, doesn't it? What a beautiful colour match. Now, fortunately, all of our redstone is only 1 block wide, which gives us the ability to have a really small wall and yet keep it looking like a natural piece of wall. Because I don't like it when redstone is hidden badly. I like to hide the redstone that's been placed down with blocks that suit the build. Like a couple of episodes ago on the theme park on this theme park series, we built a duck shooting thing, and we hid up quite a substantial amount of redstone with the melons and the pumpkins and the hay and the straw. And from the outside, if you didn't know the redstone was there, it would be very difficult to know that there was actually redstone there in the first place, because the way that we done it, we made it look natural. We made it look like it was meant to be there, but when in reality, it's actually there to hide up redstone that we don't want to see. And yeah, doing it well is one of the hardest parts with redstone. You know, getting the thing to work with redstone is difficult, but then getting it to look good afterwards is easy. Is a lot harder. Okay, so we can actually get on top of the wall by using the chest. Do we want to be able to get on top of the wall? There's no real need to get up onto the wall. We could cover it if we wanted to, but then again, this whole mini game doesn't require PvP as such. You're not going to be running away from anything. You're here to kill cows. Not that worrying, is it? You're not going to be that scared. So we now need to cover this bit up. This is actually going to show the comparators. Like, you can see the comparators behind the block. I don't like that. Maybe we can think of something. Well, no, wait a minute. We can put these cobblestone blocks one block forward, can't we? We can put them here. That'll hide up the comparators a lot more. Yeah. You can't see the comparators as much. Let's take that away. Oops. That. Yeah, that works out okay. But we can't now open the chests either. I'm trying to think of so many things at once. I don't want the grass underneath the chests, because I don't like the look of the green under there. We're trying to get rid of all the green. Let's place this back. But we can't, at the moment, open up the chests with a full block on top. That's the next step that we need to do. Maybe we can cover it with stairs or something like that. Yeah, like a stair block would probably work. Okay, so that's under there. I don't know why we've decided not to have... I don't know why we've decided not to have grass on this minigame. Obviously, in Caveman time, there would be grass. And yet, we were sort of universally decided, both me and you guys in the comment section, that the grass wouldn't be a great idea. I don't really know why. I think we've made the right decision about not having any grass. But, yeah, it's very strange. Next step, how are we going to cover up, how are we going to join up to this, this pixel art? I think we're probably just going to keep the wall 2 or 3 blocks tall, and just have the pixel art stand up above it. I don't mind that too much. Okay, how are we going to cover this up then? How are we going to make the chests openable? If we put the stairs down here, it's the cut stone. And it doesn't blend in. It stands out too much. I don't want any cut stone here. But we're going to have something to cover it up. What? We're going to have something to cover up the blocks behind it. What other block is transparent? Is cobblestone wool transparent? Is it? Oops, I turned the thing. Soup and chest. Oh, it is. Yeah. I'm happy with that then. That works out well. We can no longer see the sand behind it. And we're still able to open the chests up. I know that the cobblestone wool has the cut stone texture on it. But it's a lot more subtle than the stairs. It blends in a lot better. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll work out fine. That'll work out good. Unless you guys have an idea in the comment section, then let me know. But for now, I think we're going to go with that. If you guys have a better idea, I can always change it. Yeah, that covers up that well. Okay, so the redstone on top of this is really easy to cover up. We just go over the top with cobblestone. Let's cover up the top of these walls. I don't like that. What if we do that instead? And then a gap of 2. Oops. Let's go over here. And then we'll build this back again. Do I like that? Let's stand back. Yeah. I like that. That's cool. That's got like a little bit of shape to it. It doesn't look quite as flat and boring as the wall would be otherwise. Yeah, I like that. And then the back of this wall here is just going to be a 3 high wall on the back. That'll be fine. This smooth stone on the top here. My words today, I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold or something, because my head feels a little bit whooshy, and it's stopping me from getting my words out correctly. I'm messing my words up a lot because of it. I haven't really got a headache at the minute, but I've got a feeling that the headache will be coming soon. Anyway, so that's how we hide up the redstone on both sides now. I can do this side off camera, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back maybe once we've done the floor as well. Sounds like a plan. But yeah, this is going to hide up the redstone really, really easily. Alright guys, I shall be right back. Okay, so I'm just putting the floor in here. I thought I'd come back. I know there's not really much going on, but we haven't done a question of the day on this series for a little while now, and I thought it was about time. So we'll do it's a short question of the day. It was actually asked on the Paradise Island series for a Q&A, but I thought it'd make a nice, good, short question of the day. It said, have you ever stayed in Scotland? And if you did, why? And if you didn't, would you go? So Scotland. Obviously, Scotland is the sort of very north part of the United Kingdom, if you don't know, if you're not very good at geography. The UK is made up of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And Scotland is like the top part of the United Kingdom. I've actually been there quite a few times. The first time that I ever went was for my parents' wedding. When my mum and dad got married, they decided to go to Scotland to get married. It wasn't a big wedding. It wasn't like a traditional big white gown, big church, and everybody there with a big cake wedding that a lot of people do have. Instead, there's this place called Gretna Green, and in the olden days, or a long time ago, basically Gretna Green was an area where runaways, I think from what I can understand, what I can remember, it's been a lot, many years since my parents got married and told me about it, but from what I can remember or understand, is they could run away and they could get married at Gretna Green without like consent of parents or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It was an easier way to get married without all the trouble. And my parents aren't the sort of people that like really big parties as much. They prefer each other's company. I'm sort of the same in some cases. Like, I would rather stay in and have a party than go out and have a party. Oh yeah, those blocks are looking nice. I love that floor. I'd rather stay in and have a party than go out into the city and have a party or whatever. So they just wanted a small little wedding. Nobody really knew about it. Not much of my family really knew about it. No one came. You know, we didn't invite anybody, or my parents didn't invite anyone. It was just me and or like the very close family and the witnesses, because obviously you still need witnesses when you get married that aren't related to you to say that they were there when you got married, just as proof. It's really weird. I don't really understand why you need witnesses for when you get married. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So that was the first time that I went to Scotland, and that was only for a day. We actually drove up there in the morning, got married in the afternoon, and drove back in the evening. I didn't get married, you guys know, but my parents got married, and then drove back in the afternoon. So it was quite a long day, a lot of driving, because I don't live close to Scotland. I live in the very east of England. I live in if you look at a map of the United Kingdom, on the right hand side there's like a little circle that sort of pokes out. I live like in the middle of that. So it's quite a long way to Scotland, but I don't know, it takes about 5 hours to drive or something like that, something along those lines, depending on traffic and stuff like that. But that's not the only time that I've been to Scotland. By the way, guys, if you guys have been to Scotland, like I do with all questions of the day, then let me know in the comment section below. Maybe you even live there. Maybe even you might even know Gretna Green. Hell, you might even live in Gretna Green. How weird would that be? But it's not the only time that I've been up to Scotland. When I worked for Talk, I actually went up to Scotland twice to try and sell internet up there. And yeah, it went okay, but it wasn't the most enjoyable experience. I preferred going because of the wedding and not because of work. It's always better when you go on away to a place for pleasure instead of work, isn't it? Just makes sense. So the logs were the last thing that you guys suggested, just as little benches. I think they look fantastic. I think the whole minigame now has a real nice theme to it. I think it looks really good. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to leave it there for this episode. Let me know in the comment section of the question of the day. Let me know in the comment section below on your answer. If you enjoyed the episode, please like it. I really do appreciate it. It really helps me out. If you haven't already, please subscribe and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!